This is Stop Being Weak, the podcast where we destroy your excuses and build the man you were meant to be. No safe spaces, no participation trophies, just brutal truth that will change your life. I'm your host, and today we're talking about why your mind is either making you a king or keeping you a slave. Let's begin. Listen up. Your mind is either your greatest weapon or your worst enemy. There's no middle ground here. Every single day, you wake up and choose which one it's gonna be. Most of you are choosing to let your mind destroy you, and you don't even realize it. Here's the brutal truth. Weak men are controlled by their thoughts. Strong men control their thoughts. Which one are you? Every excuse that pops into your head, every doubt, every fear, that's your weak mind trying to keep you exactly where you are. Here's the brutal truth. Your brain is literally wired to keep you safe, comfortable, and mediocre. It's designed to stop you from taking risks, from pushing boundaries, from becoming dangerous. But here's what separates the kings from the peasants. Kings don't ask their minds for permission. They command their minds to serve them. You think successful men don't have doubts? You think they don't get scared? Of course they do. The difference is they don't let those thoughts make their decisions. They acknowledge the fear, then they do what needs to be done anyway. You think successful men don't have doubts? You think they don't get scared? Of course they do. The difference is they don't let those thoughts make their decisions. They acknowledge the fear, then they do what needs to be done anyway. Let me tell you about mental warfare. Every morning when you wake up, there's a battle happening in your head. On one side, you have the voice that wants to keep you small, safe, and weak. On the other side, you have the voice that wants to push you to greatness. Most men let the weak voice win every single time. The weak voice tells you to hit snooze. The strong voice tells you to get up and attack the day. The weak voice tells you to skip the workout. The strong voice tells you to push through the pain. The weak voice tells you to stay in your comfort zone. The strong voice tells you to take the risk. Which voice are you listening to right now? Be honest with yourself. If you're not where you want to be in life, you've been listening to the wrong voice. Sharp pause. Your mind will give you 1,000 reasons why you should quit, why you should give up on your dreams, why you should settle for mediocrity. That's not your mind protecting you. That's your mind keeping you weak. Real men understand that the mind is like a muscle. The more you let it control you, the weaker you become. The more you control it, the stronger you get. Every time you choose action over fear, you're building mental muscle. Most guys live their entire lives as prisoners in their own heads. They have dreams, goals, ambitions, but they never act on them because their weak mind convinces them it's impossible. Here's what I want you to understand. Your thoughts are not facts. Just because you think something doesn't make it true. Just because you feel afraid doesn't mean you're in danger. Just because you doubt yourself doesn't mean you can't succeed. The difference between winners and losers is simple. Winners don't believe everything their mind tells them. They question their thoughts, they challenge their fears, they push through their doubts. Let me share something with you that changed my life. I used to be controlled by my thoughts, just like you probably are right now. Every morning I'd wake up and my mind would immediately start filling me with doubt. Why am I not successful? Why am I not stronger? Why can't I get my life together? Then, one day, I realized something. These thoughts weren't helping me. They were destroying me. Every negative thought was like a weight pulling me down deeper into weakness. That's when I declared war on my own mind. I decided that from that moment forward, I wasn't going to be a victim of my thoughts anymore. I was going to be the general commanding my mental army. Here's how mental domination works. When a weak thought enters your mind, you don't negotiate with it. You don't reason with it. You don't try to understand it. You destroy it immediately and replace it with a strong thought. Weak thought says, I can't do this. Strong response, I will do this or die trying. Weak thought says, I'm not good enough. Strong response, I'm becoming better every day. Weak thought says, this is too hard. Strong response, hard makes me stronger. You see the difference? Weak men have conversations with their doubts. Strong men execute their doubt. That's your reality check for today. Your mind is either your weapon or your prison. The choice is yours every single morning. Stop making excuses for why you can't change. Start making moves that prove you already have. Remember, the war for your mind never ends, but neither should your fight to win it. This has been Stop Being Weak. Now get out there and become dangerous.